Hello students, welcome to the this online course of Water Resource Engineering. I am Kancham Bhushan, Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering. So in the introductory lecture, I have told you all the syllabus, like overview of the syllabus, what actually we are going to learn. So let me start this course by telling you the very important term, which is irrigation. So you might have heard this term irrigation many times. In Hindi, we called is it sichai. Okay, in Hindi we call it as sichai. So, being an Indian, the society is very much overpowered by the agriculture. So we are this Indian economy is basically dependent on hugely on agriculture. So everybody is related to agriculture in one or other way. So this is the term I am sure that you might have heard many times. So let us define this term. Irrigation may be defined as the science of artificial application of water to the land in accordance with the crop requirement throughout the crop period for full fledged nourishment of the crops. So what irrigation mean? Irrigation may be defined as the science. It is a science. What is this science? Science of artificial application. Okay, artificial application of what? Water. Where this water is being applied? To the land. Why we are doing this application of water to the land? So that the crops requirement get fulfilled. But how long we need to apply this water? For a period of which is equal to crop period. And why we are doing all this? For full fledged nourishment of the crops. So this is very easy. If you are just putting the logic, you will very easily learn, very easily understand this definition of irrigation. So irrigation may be defined as the science of what? Science of artificial application. Artificial application of what? Water. Where? To the land. Why we are doing this? In accordance with the crop requirement. For what period? Throughout the crop period. Why? For full-fledged nourishment of the crops. So this is nothing like very easy definition. This can be the simplest definition of irrigation, and it is covering all the aspects. So what is this crop requirement and crop period? You must be thinking. So for full-fledged nourishment of the water, how much water? The full-fledged nourishment of the crop, the amount of water required is called crop requirement, and the period for which this water is required is called crop period. Okay, so this is irrigation. So Now you will ask why. Why we need this science of irrigation? Why we need to put the water artificially, especially in the country like India? Because, as you know, the monsoon is there. We are totally, not totally, we are hugely dependent on monsoon for our crop requirement. So monsoon is for, let's say, 3 months. Okay, it is starting in June, and if it is a very good year for monsoon, it will end in September. So June, July, August, September start and June end. So let us say 15th June to 15th August. No, sorry, September. Okay. So in ideal situation, 3 months we are having a very good rain year. But what about this period? We are having January to December, but we are having rainfall only in this period. So how we are going to deal with the water requirement for these months? Approximately 9 months. So we need, it is not like we will not we are not going to crop. We will be sowing the crops. We are not going to sit idle. So for that period we are going to design our irrigation system, so that the water, rainfall is there, precipitation is there. So we will use this rainfall water into the reservoir, we will store it. Okay, let me go to the next page. Okay, so rainfall water is there, going to reservoir or dam, through reservoir and dam, with the help of canal irrigation system, we are going to, so this will be the course of water from rainfall to application in the field. So as I have told, there we are hugely dependent on rainwater. So we have to design our irrigation system such that we can use the rainwater which is occurring only for 2-3 months for the whole year. That is why we need irrigation system. Okay, now let us say, if we are doing something, there should be some advantage only. We are not doing like, okay, just for sake of doing, we are not doing. There should be some advantages. So what are the advantages of irrigation? सिंचाई के लाभ, फर्स्ट इज इंक्रीज इन food production. What does that mean? If the farmer is having water throughout the year, he will be able to sow the crops. If he is sowing the crops more, so we will get more food. So in this way we can increase our food production. Okay, next is optimum utilization. If we are not using this water, it will go, like finally it will go to ocean through the underground or through the rivers. We are not going to use it. So if we are using this excess water, excess runoff in the form of irrigation water, so we are utilizing it at its optimum value. Okay, now elimination of mixed cropping. So what is this mixed cropping? The areas where irrigation water is not, like if some area is there, in that area the rainfall is not very consistent, like one year it is happening 100 millimeter, next year maybe 1000 millimeter, but in the third year it may be 10 millimeter or 50 millimeter, so variation is huge. So in that area what farmers used to do, they will sow accordingly, like if the rain is heavy, they will sow rice or paddy, because this need huge amount of water. If like water rainfall is not there, so they will sow like wheat or some crops which require very less water. So in this way they are using this concept of mixed cropping. But if we are providing the water throughout the year, the farmer need not to do this mixed cropping. Okay, so we can eliminate mixed cropping by the help of irrigation system. Now next is generation of hydro electric power. So the water which is stored, like let's say this is the dam. Okay, so this is the water we have stored. So this water is there for huge amount, for very long period of time. So we can take this water to power plant so that we can produce electricity. So this irrigation water system is also helping in power generation. Next is water supply. We can use this water to general water supply also. Domestic water supply requirements can be utilized with the help of this water. Inland navigation. Okay, so this irrigation water system through this reservoir, we can use that too for inland navigation. So it is not like irrigation is having only advantages, there are some disadvantages also. So let us see what are the disadvantage. So first is water pollution. How this is going, like why irrigation, how irrigation is going to pollute the water? Because like the farmers are using various kind of chemicals like fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides. So it will go and mixed with water and it will get the water polluted. Second is irrigation damped conditions. Irrigation water if applied in excess, it will create damped condition in the localized area and the areas which are in the vicinity of that field. Third is water logging. It is a very major problem. In water logging, water is like we have done, we have applied excess amount of water, so in the fields water is getting accumulated and this situation is termed as water logging. So these are some disadvantages of irrigation water system. So this is all for today. In the next lecture we are going to deal with types of irrigation, and later on we are going to see the various kind of efficiencies and how this whole irrigation system is working. So this is all for today. Thank you.